Hello again everyone, and thank you very much for clicking on one of my videos as always. Now take a look at the gear I'm using today just before we get into the action. Now this is my usual squirrel shooting setup, I guess, in my one-man pop-up tent, but this is a new rifle to me in the channel, if you like. This is an FX Dreamline in a SaberTactical chassis. It's a .22 rifle and I'm shooting just standard JSB 16 grain Diablos pellets out of it. Now as you can see, if you look at the end of the gun, I've managed to get my little action camera on the end of it, just so it gives a different perspective or an alternative perspective on the shooting, and I'll put an insert in the shooting so you can sort of see that as well. If you have any questions about the gear I'm using or anything on the video, usual thing, put them in the comments below and I'll do my best to get you guys an answer. So let's get into the action now, and this first squirrel caught me unawares. I'd only just set up and I haven't even reset the frame rate or whatever it is on the scope yet, so there's no reticle for this first shot, but I do get that sorted out for the shots that are coming up. So this is the first squirrel, comes up onto the feeder really well, perfect for the shot. And there you go, first one in the bag. Now the squirrels are really not that interested in the feeder at the moment, and I've just packed it full of just nuts mostly now. And as you'll see on this in this video, generally they're just foraging on the floor because there's so much natural food around. Now that squirrel caught me so much unawares I haven't even checked my zero. As you can see, there's the target there, and that's my first zero shot, and it's just a tad to the left, as you can see, I think. So I take another one just to make sure it's just not my wobbly shooting to the left. But no, it's definitely a little bit to the left, so I do a correction on that, and this is my next couple of shots after a quick correction. There we go, much better, maybe a tad to the left, but that's definitely could easily be my wobbly shooting. Try one more. There we go. That'll do. Carry on with the squirrel shooting. Okay, now this was typical of the shooting you're going to see in this video today, with squirrels on the floor, and the floor is quite overgrown and it's quite difficult to see them. And I don't actually get a shot off at this squirrel because he just doesn't present enough of a target, or basically doesn't keep still long enough. He keeps dipping down and digging in the grass or looking for food, I guess, and eventually he scarpers off to the right hand side, and he could be one of the ones that reappears a bit later, but yeah, I don't get a shot of this one. And I thought, just as he went on the tree there, I thought I was going to be lucky, but no, off he goes into the distance, and perhaps he's one of the ones I saw later, but didn't keep still long enough for me to get a shot off at this one. Okay, so here's the first view with the action camera, and I'll put that up in the top corner of the picture when you see the scope cam view. So there's scope cam, and here's a squirrel on the floor, again foraging for food. Now I didn't realise how close he was, and the first one wasn't a good shot, and again I think that next shot probably missed him, but I thought the first shot has taken its toll there, and he's finally given up. but as you see, I'm checking, he does move, and that was an accidental shot. I didn't mean to take that one where I was gripping, but the last shot, that finishes him off good and proper, and that's him finished now. Now this next shot, I've been watching this squirrel for quite some time over to the left hand side, and eventually he clocks me, I think, because he absolutely freezes there. Just perfect for the shot, and I've figured out my range by this time, because these shots are actually halfway-ish between my hide and the feeder, so probably only 15 yards or so. But that's him done. After a little bit of a squirrel breakdown, he's finished there. Okay, quickly back to the action camera footage. There I am, as you can see, just turning the scope off from recording. I'm happy with that shot. Got him first shot, first time. And quickly just get out my thermal. Now the thermal is excellent in these conditions, because like I say, there's so much growth on the floor you can hardly even see the squirrels, but the thermal makes them stand out like a torch in the darkness. It's absolutely brilliant. Now I'll show you a slowed down version of that last shot, slightly zoomed in. If you're squeamish, look away now. Ooh, there's no mistaking that one. Bit of claret dropping to the floor. And it's another one, bites the dust. Okay, so here we go again. Here I am. Now I've been watching two squirrels far over to my left hand side, and for quite some time, but they were way too far to the left for me to be able to get the gun swung round in the hide towards them, until eventually this one comes around far enough for me to line up on him. Now that last shot was right in the neck, and I'll show you a close-up and slowed down version of that, and you can see, but perfectly effective. And as you see there was two squirrels out there, but one of them is scarpered away now. But here's the slow motion of that last shot. Okay, hi guys, it's time to do a pickup now. Unfortunately my phone has died on me. Oh, it's just come back to life with 7%. Well, I'll save that for a few photos if I can take them. But there's my setup today. Now I'm just using my little cheap action camera here, so hope the sound and picture comes up. I've got no frame, no screen on this camera, so I'm hoping what I'm talking about, what I show you, is okay. So I'm going to do the pickup with this camera. There's my setup today. Pop-up hide, rifle bags behind it. I've got my thermal just hanging from below there. Bag in there. That's a new rifle, fairly new to me, first time you've seen it on my channel, so hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of this rifle, certainly for the squirrel shooting. It's a .22, I'm shooting 16 grain pellets out of it, and as you'll see or seen on the video, yeah, it's done well. And I've got my old Wulf 4K scope on it. Yeah, works really well, and it's the, you know, the SaberTactical foldy job. And I bought this cheap bipod as well that I'm trying out. It's a carbon fibre bipod, bought it second hand, quite cheap online, with a ball top, but it's got the Arca Swiss attachment, which this fits on really well. But this folds up really small and it's really light, so I'm just giving that a go. So let's go and see what we've done today, if we can find them. I might need to get my thermal out to find something, but there was one just around here somewhere. Never mind, it's quite overgrown, this is going to be the problem. There's two over here somewhere. Oh yep, okay, so there's one there, and I just managed to get one off of the feeder. They're really not interested in the feeder still at the moment, not much at all. Okay, there's the one, and there's the feeder. I've just literally filled it up with peanuts, but they're not very interested. As you can see, they're mostly just foraging on the ground and so on. There's still lots of natural food about. So they are about 25 yards away from the feeder, and there's my couple of zeros, few zeros that I took today. So yeah, there we go. What a lovely morning it's turned out to be. It was meant to drizzle a bit today, but that didn't turn up. So what better way can you spend your morning than sitting in the woods for a few hours with your rifle in your hand? Excellent. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll try and get some more up again soon. Thanks very much. Okay, if you've managed to get to the end of the video, thank you very much. Have a look at a few pictures of the rifle and pictures I took at the end of the session here. Please consider subscribing. Please click the like button if you don't mind, and have a look at my other videos. Plenty of squirrel and rabbit shooting videos, etc. out there. And any comments or questions, put them in the box below, and I'll see if I can get around to getting you an answer. Thanks very much, everyone. See you again soon.